Hi everyone, it's Lucy from Sweet Poppy Stencils. So today I'm going to show you a sample of using our Robin and Holly and also our beautiful snow globe stencil. Now I have on my magnetic sheet, I've already got my snow globe and it's already masked off. So I'm only using this part. This is the part that I want to emboss with our translucent medium and also with some embossing powder. So I've masked it down and down so it's all secure. I've got my stencil medium, so you could use ink through it. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, so you can use other products to get a similar effect. So I'm just loading up. I have water already by the side of me. And this is where the dirty stencil will go. So I'm on and up, back into, oops, gosh, making a mess of that. Back into my pot and again. So it's always a 45-degree angle, no hard pressure. Let me drop that in so I don't get it everywhere. And let me pop that to one side. So clean off my medium, otherwise you can guarantee I'm going to get medium everywhere. So stencil has to come off. I've already got my embossing powder. I'm using a Wow embossing powder and it's a brown because I want a bronzy brown colour. And it is actually called Luxurious Chocolate. So I'm not sure if that one's available on the website. It's one from my old stash, so it's handy to have. Let's have a look. You could use your golds, coppers, whatever you fancy. So we're going to take off dirty stencil. That's fine. And I've already got part of one prepped. Now I only want that section, so I'm going to just take off my little bit that I've got there because I'm going to die cut that. And it's one of these is one of the ones that you sort of got to prep ahead of your time and let it naturally dry. So we're gonna sprinkle on. I need a bit of old cardstock, that'll do, it's in the way. And then what you'll do is, the best way for this, I found, is to let it air dry, completely air dry. So I'll put that to one side and I'll let that air dry. And as I said, I've already got one already prepped. So I'm just popping my embossing powder away. There we go, pop that away. Lid on, because lethal, you know I'm gonna tip it. And then that goes to one side to air dry. So, as we said, there's one previously done. So this is the noisy part. This is heat gun. So try not to knock the camera and let's get this heated. To one side. Now the trick with this is, let's see if I've got, what I want to do is, I've already, on my one that's already been heated, I need to slice along there. Okay, so if I just take the one that I've already wet, so this is one that's not dry. Oops, let me take a pen, good old glue. So we are cutting this bit here, along here, okay? As close as you can to this. And you're cutting from there to there. Okay, so as I'd already prepped part of this, I've sliced it already along. So we're going to take a circle die. It's a standard die, and it is approximately it's about 12 centimeters wide. So excuse if I knock the table, but I just need to die cut this. So let's get this in shot. So what we're going to do is blade down, and we're going to slot that in just like that, and we're going to run it through the machine. So let me get my plates. My cutting plate underneath. I always put mine underneath and on top, and we're gonna, without knocking the camera too much, apologise if I do, give me 5 secs, run it through and run it back, and hopefully we've got it enough. Take it off. Lovely. Get rid of that, we don't need that. So what we have now got is a snow globe, but what we haven't got is, we haven't got all the snow. We kept it very simple, so this way you could put any image inside. So we don't need that bit. We don't need that, put it to one side. So that is our snow globe already done. Okay, so we're gonna now go in with doing our robin. So we've got matching cardstock, and we're gonna go in with our plate and our stamp plate. So the idea is that I want all the way around here, roughly where the aperture is, I want to stamp my robin, and I want to stamp my holly. So I'm just going to size up slightly, that'll do me. So I'm going in with fallen leaves, or a brown, okay. And I've got my robin. I absolutely adore this stamp. This is designed by Amelia, one of our stamp designers. And I'm going to pop him roughly there. And before I actually stamp it down, I'm just going to make sure that, am I happy with it? Do I want it positioned slightly different? I think that'll do. I think that looks... He looks quite pretty there, sorted. Going down, picking up, making sure he's stuck down, and we're going to go in, and we're going all over with the brown. Gentle taps, make sure complete cover, and again, so pressing down and walking, making sure you've got a nice good coverage. Let it seep into your cardstock, and there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Such a beautiful design. So I want to stamp around the globe, so I'm just going to turn that up that way, that suits me. You may want to do it landscape, it's completely up to you. So I'm a bit finicky about things getting dirty, cardstock getting dirty. You could put your acetate down before you stamp and everything, but you can guarantee with me I still get marks everywhere, so I'm just cleaning as I go, and for the seconds that it takes, it's worth it. Here we go. There we go. So pop that to one side for the moment. So what you're going to do next, so you've got your robin. So we need green leaves, okay? So we're just going to clean off our stamp so it's nice and clean. And then all we've done is we've inked up with VersaFine Olympia Green, a green, and we've stamped lots of green leaves, okay? And then what we're going to do is cut them all out so you're all ready to go. So we're ready to start mounting. So pop him to one side, that to one side. So we prepped ahead and we're ready to go. So let's have a little look. So I'm quite happy with that. We've got room for a sentiment at the top. So we are just going to start quickly lining up our stamps, our leaves. Lovely. I thought I had too many, but I think we're all right. Lovely. One more. A little more. And there we go. So stick your little leaves down. Let's clean up my glue. There we go. Done my glue so I don't dry out. So make sure you're all lovely and stuck down. And then with your berries, so I needed a red pencil. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try and give it a little bit of deeper red. So we are just colouring our berries. You could use felt pens, watercolour pens, whatever you've got. So we are just building up until we're happy. So really easy. So once you've done that, once you've got your berries, this is Glossy Accents. All we're going to do, this is going to get covered up. We're not even going to see that, so we're not stressing about that. We are just putting a glaze over. And this will give us our 3D berries. There we go. It will take a while to dry because it's Glossy Accents. And then all you're going to do is you will mat and layer over the top. In fact, what we need to do, and it'll be fine, we can do it. We've forgotten a little sentiment. We need to put a sentiment in. The berries aren't going to get touched. I'm going to pop that down so that's not going to shift or move. There we go, hopefully. But what I need to do is I just need to work out where the sentiment can go. So we're going to use the sentiment that comes on the stamp set, and it can go roughly around about there, which will be fine. Let me line that up. Okay, so making sure that, yeah, that's pretty straight. That's pretty lucky. Again, we're going to go in with same colour, keeping it all these sepia tones. Don't need to squash the stamp down. There we go. Clean that off when I clean all my other ones off. Pop that to one side, up there. Lovely. So we're going back in. We're going that on top. And there you go. That is how, oops, that is how you would do your snow globe. So all we've done is we've matte and layered it with a little bit of complementing colour and mounted it onto ivory cardstock. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the technique. Don't forget to stay tuned for more inspiration.